Hey guys, this is Inflation Today for April 26th, 2021. I wanted to go over this site, this page in this site on inflation rate on tradingeconomics.com. I'm just going to highlight the URL here, tradingeconomics.com/country list. So I've just ordered by America because it's the most relevant to me. And I found this through my daily searches because it hit on the Argentina page. So what that means is that within the last 24 hours, this page was updated. So I just want to look through here and explain what's happening in Argentina right now. Now you can see they've given you, the unit is obviously percentage, and the frequency is actually monthly. So this is a monthly inflation rate. I think if you go to the United States, which should also be on this list, it's also giving you a monthly frequency. So that must be the frequency that the data is actually published. So this Argentinian rate then is 42%, and that would be an annualized rate. So they would take the monthly rate and annualize it, so that if all months were March, then if all months were the same as March, then the reported inflation rate or consumer price index rate would be 42%. So looking down here a little bit, this is one of the pages that I'll add to my daily, like I check different pages every day as well as checking different search engines every day. I watch the bond rates, the sovereign bonds for all the countries that information is available, and I'm also watching the credit default swap bond prices that are a insurance policy you can buy on sovereign debt default. And then I'm also going to be watching inflation rates for all the countries where the information is available. Now, what I like about this info box under Argentina inflation rate is they actually explain and they're actually the CPI basket in the greater Buenos Aires area. So it looks like this inflation rate is actually only measuring the metro area of the capital, which is quite interesting. So you're actually not capturing inflation out in the rural areas, and it may be that those rural areas aren't actually using money as much as the people in the city would need money, because cities are heavily dependent on money and markets, etc., etc. So what I like about the explanation of the inflation rate is it actually tells you the most important categories in the CPI basket. Now this would be something interesting to watch, because when it comes to nations where people spend a large percentage of their income on food, those are the nations where you start to see unrest first, when that food becomes marginally more unaffordable. So what I mean by that is in Argentina, if you're spending 28% of your money on food, and that could just be a result of the inflation they're seeing, whereas in a country like Canada, for example, or the United States, whatever I find first, they are only weighting, they may not even say, the inflation, okay. They are only weighting food as 14% of total weight, so that is about half. So you would expect higher degrees of inflation, which always lead to more unaffordable food. You would expect nations where the consumer price index has a heavier weighting of food, you would expect those nations to see unrest first. So this was just a quick video on April 26th, 2021 to plug this site, tradingeconomics.com, and the list of inflation, and also to explain a little bit about what I'm seeing in the pages on each country. So thank you very much for watching my YouTube video, and subscribe if you want more news about daily news on inflation.